Imagine this. You're walking through a busy British street when suddenly an undocumented illegal migrant in the UK steps forward, looks directly at a group of locals, and declares with total confidence, "I'm not here to live, I'm here to rule. To rule you, to rule Trump, to rule Elon Musk, and eventually the entire world."
To rule you, to rule Trump, to rule Elon Musk, to rule Netanyahu, to rule Jews.
Sounds unbelievable, right? But this is not fiction. This shocking incident happened right here in Britain, and it has left many people outraged, worried, and asking, how could someone enter a country illegally and then claim they're here to take over? This wasn't just a rant. It was delivered with anger, intensity, and a strange sense of destiny. He even admitted that his anger was so strong it could destroy the world.
I can burn the whole world.
Burn the whole world?
Listen. Why are you running?
For many, this crossed the line from arrogance to something much more alarming. It was not simply the ambition of a newcomer, it was a rejection of the very idea of integration. The responses were immediate and mixed. Many British citizens expressed outrage, saying this was proof that illegal migration in the UK carries real risks, not just economically, but socially and even ideologically. Others brushed it off as one man talking nonsense. But here's the problem. One man's words can often reveal wider issues. In a time when Britain is already struggling with UK immigration policies, border control, housing shortages, and heated debates over UK asylum seekers and migrants, a statement like this feels like fuel poured on the fire. Instead of blending into society, this man boldly set himself apart, almost mocking the very system that allowed him to be there in the first place. You might be asking, why should we take one man's bizarre rant seriously? The answer is simple. It taps into a bigger picture about illegal immigration in Britain and public trust. Illegal entry already undermines the UK visa and immigration system. When someone then claims superiority, declaring they've come to rule, it challenges not only the law, but also national identity. And when such claims spread publicly, they risk turning public opinion even further against migrants, including the millions who genuinely come to Britain to work hard, pay taxes, and respect the rules. That's the danger here. One loud voice can tarnish the image of thousands of quiet, law-abiding immigrants. Migration itself is nothing new. People flee war, persecution, and poverty every single day, and the UK has long been a place of refuge. In fact, most migrants enter legally through routes such as the skilled worker visa in the UK, the student visa, or family visas, and they contribute massively to the economy, whether in the NHS, construction, tech, or education. But illegal migration is different. It creates resentment among citizens who feel the system is being abused. It fuels division between communities, and worst of all, it hands ammunition to those who argue that all immigration is a threat. When a single undocumented person shouts that he's here to rule, it plays directly into those fears. This raises a serious question. How should the UK government respond? On one hand, compassion is necessary. Many migrants truly are fleeing terrible circumstances. On the other, a country cannot function if its borders are ignored and its laws mocked. That's why UK immigration rules have to walk a fine line. They must be tough where they need to be, with strong UK border controls, deportation procedures, and no tolerance for lawlessness. They must be fair where it matters, with clear legal pathways for work, study, and asylum, so people don't feel they have to enter illegally. And they must be firm in integration, teaching British values, respect for the law, and civic responsibility so that newcomers see themselves as part of the community, not rulers over it. Because when someone says, "I'm here to rule," they're rejecting the very principles of democracy itself. What do we take from this shocking confrontation? First, it's a wake-up call for the government, for policymakers, and for society. Illegal migration in the UK isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about people, their beliefs, and how those beliefs affect the wider community. Second, it's a reminder that compassion must always be balanced with control. Britain can remain open and welcoming, but only if respect for its laws and values comes first. And finally, it's a challenge to all of us to keep the conversation balanced, to recognize the difference between the many migrants who want to contribute and the few who may come with arrogance, hostility, or even dangerous intentions. This incident isn't just about one man's words, it's about what Britain chooses to do next. Will the Home Office strengthen the immigration system? Will it demand respect for the rule of law? Or will it allow isolated voices to shape the entire debate? That's the question, and it's one worth asking today. If you found this breakdown useful, hit subscribe to UK Immigration Express. Every week, I bring you real UK immigration updates 2025, visa rules explained, and the stories the headlines don't always tell you. Until next time, stay informed, stay sharp, and let's keep the debate balanced.